Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SportsGamers for 6% off your order. Oh, what's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. I'm super excited for today's Madden 22 video. We're about to drop some fire. I'm going to break down a secret lockdown coverage defense that is going to allow you guys to stop all the most popular offenses you guys see when you play online in Madden 22. If you're having trouble defending the pass, especially if you're having trouble defending gun bunch, this video is for you. Now, this defense also can stop the run very well. Guys, just a reminder, if you enjoy my free YouTube content, we do tips and gameplays for Madden 22 on a daily basis. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop us a like, comment on the video, turn your notifications on. All that good stuff really does help us out a lot. So, guys, this year, as you know, defense and especially coverage against a lot of the popular tactics people use offensively is really challenging. So, you have to get pretty, in your bag of tricks to defend people this year. And you can't just use basic coverages. You have to do a lot. So, in this video, we're going to get pretty advanced with a combo coverage that has, a little bit of, I guess you could say, attributes of two different coverages in one. And we're going to be looking at how to stop the meta gun bunch, offset gun bunch. So, I'm going to be looking at the 2-4-5 odd in this video. My two favorite playbooks with 2-4-5 odd are either the Bucks defense or the Bears defense. Now, guys, this formation, you can put a lot of safeties in the game. As you guys can see, if you package the D-line rush, this is going to actually allow you guys to put two safeties in as these inside backers. So, if you're using a team with a lot of good safeties, especially if you play MUT, y'all, I'm sure, already have a whole bunch of good safeties, then this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to use this package and then sub these guys in. Now, keep in mind, obviously, this is not MUT, this is regs. So, if I'm playing regs, obviously, not all the teams might have the best, safe backup safeties, and maybe their linebackers are actually better. Like, in this case, I probably would rather Devin White than that scrub guy. And then, we can keep the other one in. Or even Levante David. He's better than a scrub too. But for my user, we're going to keep a safety, and I guess we'll put in Edwards. So the play we're going to look at, and guys, as far as my coaching adjustments for this defense, I turn zone drops off because this defense it's not all match, but it does have some match in it. And guys, if you did not know, if you have your zone drops on, match doesn't work. But we do have auto flip on. The play we're going to look at is the cover 6. Now, this is important to have auto flip on because you always want the cover 4 side of the formation where you see the nickel back to be on the bunch side. This is going to be cover 6 is essentially cover 2 on the left of the screen, the lone receiver side, and cover 4 on the bunch receiver side, which means 4 plus 2, cover 6. That's where we get cover 6 from. Now, guys, this is actually a little bit of sample content from my newly released Madden 22 Elite Defensive Guide. If you're struggling on defense, you definitely got to pick this up. I'll link it in the comments and the description for you guys. But we got 4-man blitzes that beat tight into delayed fades. We got 5 to 6-man blitzes that are completely unblockable. We got pressure from both sides. We even show you guys how to stop gun bunch in detail. All my favorite adjustments against all the popular offenses: run defense, coverage defense. This is a must cop. It's not just the meta 3-5 wide that everybody runs. I break down a lot of different formations, and even the way I run 3-5 wide is way different. But got some absolute unique fire, especially from the 2-4-5 odd blitzing wise. Anyways, check that out. Like I said, link is in the comments and description. Let's get into the adjustments I like to make on this play. So first of all, do not press coverage, guys. If you press coverage, you're going to potentially get beat with bombs because these guys right here, the 2 quarter zones on the bunch side, they're doing a lot of matching. And if you press, certain route combos will get leverage deep for touchdowns. Biggest thing with this defense is speed at DB, especially with the safeties that are going to match. The right safety that will match and the right corner that will match. You definitely need speed there. Now, what I like to do aside from not pressing is I'm always going to control the 3-rec hook zone. Because auto flip is on, whether they come out with their bunch on the left or right, you're always going to have the nickel back on the strength of the formation. So we're going to control the 3-rec hook And then what the main adjustment I do is the linebacker that's blitzing, I playmaker him to a hard flat. So how this coverage basically is going to work is as follows. So on the bunch side of the field, this quarter flat is going to take the first guy that goes to the flat. The quarter zone is responsive for on the deep, basically whoever attacks behind the quarter zone going towards the sideline. This guy right here will potentially match some deeper routes, maybe even crossers coming from the bunch side. Now over here we have cover 2. So this is going to be a soft squat with a deep zone. You could put this in a cloud if you'd just rather a cloud versus a soft squat. Obviously, you have a hook zone kind of playing the left seam middle, and we're responsible for more of the very middle of the field and then the right seam of our user. So let's see how this works against double post. Double post, very popular setup, is just drag the slot receiver. So as you guys can see here, all I'm responsible for is just taking away the running back. The running back is literally my job, and as long as I take him, everything else is going to get covered. So let's take a look at the replay, and you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about and break down how this coverage works. So first of all, let's look at this quarter flat. It's going to take this tight end away because he's the first guy to hit the flat. Now, this guy right here, he doesn't really have much to play because there's really no one attacking deeper. But the safety, he's going to take away this post, and that's why it's important to have a good player there, because when he matches up on routes like this, like the post, if he sucks, he could get routed. Over here, we have the hook zone and the hard flat. They're going to be taking away anything coming across, as is the drag here. And then this guy right here, he's going to take away the C route. Now, like I said, if you don't want him potentially matching in a soft squat, just put him on the cloud flat, and you don't have to worry about that. Obviously, we have the safety over the top here. And I'm just taking away the running back. So, it's a 3-man rush on this play, so I would recommend definitely having 3 good defenders to rush the passer to make sure you get some good pressure. There are ways to blitz from this defense, only rushing 4 that are very, very hard to block, that even beat the tight end delayed fades. And I'll break those down in my elite offensive guide, or elite defensive guide for you, so you can really mix in some pressure with this great coverage. But as you guys can see here, if they force it up to us, that's all we have to do is take away the running back. And it's an easy pick. This defense is super, super effective against the meta. So the other thing a lot of people do is they'll put this tight end on a late fade. Now, if they do that, again, kind of you as the user, you're just kind of baiting over the middle of the field, watching the running back, and then if they do happen to release the tight end on a late fade, you can go guard that yourself. Now, that time we just ended up rushing 4 instead of 3. That is adjustment sometimes I do, is I'll just leave the guy rushing off the edge and just rush 4, and you guys can see you'll get better pass rush that way. On this game, 4 defenders definitely get better pass rush, but like I said, there's actually a glitchy way to get untouched pressure out of this formation, only rushing 4 anyways, so definitely very nice, but again, nothing too much. I mean, obviously the drag was going to come open, but by the time they were getting sacked, it wasn't open yet. So, as you guys know, that's just one play people like to run. Another play people like to run a lot is the verticals. Verticals is probably, in my opinion, most annoying play to defend on this game overall, other than double post, because there's just so many things you have to worry about. And first of all, if they just try to bomb setup, where they just do the streak wheel combo, that's not going to work against this defense. As you guys can see here, they pass everything off, and we can easily click on for the interception. Now, another thing people like to do from verticals a lot is do delay fades to the tight end. Somebody does this, I would actually just recommend manning the tight end up with the 3-rec hook zone, and then just using the vert hook over here. And I probably wouldn't even hard flat, I would just put this guy in a zone over here as well. But you never want to be responsible for a tight end delayed fade with your user. So if they start doing that a lot, I probably would just man him up with one of the inside linebackers. I mean, you could even man him up with this guy. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Bottom line is you don't want to guard that yourself. So if you do that, just user this guy, and you're just going to take away the underneath, just like this. That way, if they do try to release the tight end, look, someone's just sitting there waiting to take that away. So this defense, you're not always going to exactly make the same adjustments. We do have the base setup, but obviously if they start hitting us with so many tight end delayed fades, we're just going to man that guy up, right? So we don't have to watch it ourselves. Also, if they're not attacking the left side of the field, the lone receiver side, with a flat, we're just going to either blitz that guy or put him in a hook zone, or maybe even man him up. Now let's see about if they had flipped their bunch. This is what I mean by having auto flip on is important. Now another very common play people will do is something with like flood. Flood is super hard to stop this year. It's always been a good play, but this year it's even better just because really everything is better this year. But again, just our base setup will be to put the running back, or not the running back, but the linebacker blitzing onto the hard flat, no pressing, control the 3-rec. So this is something people will do a lot. Just literally just this right here, very, very, very basic. And all you're gonna have to do as the user is just kind of bait. Take away that out, and then come back to the end. Make them guess which one you're gonna guard. Bam. Super simple. Now, one thing you could do, which I actually like to do a lot, if they keep hitting me a flood over and over and over and over and over again, is I'll just man this guy up in the hook zone on the in route. And that way, I don't even have to worry about coming back to the in route. I can just stick on to the out route. The out route is really, 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 really good this year, especially because you got the two people double teaming on the streak basically. So that way, we know that we can just take it with our user and the in route as they keep breaking sacks, and the in route is going to get guarded. So don't pay attention to obviously broken sacks and broken plays. Just more so look at the coverage here. So you guys can see that in route, is manned up. So I can just take away the out route myself. Both flats are guarded, and we're going to take away the deep corners, or the deep streaks / corners. Last thing I want to look at is for people that actually do like to run corner routes, whether it's Z-spot and go, bench pivot, whatever. It really doesn't matter. This coverage is going to work the same way. You're going to see that we have that taken care of. So let's actually do Z-spot and go, because that's going to attack with a corner flat kind of concept on both sides of the field. And this is really another area where this type of coverage really does shine. So say you just do something like this. You have a corner flat on the left, C route flat, same type of deal on the right. So again, all I'm going to do is just put my blitzing linebacker in a hard flat. No press, using the 3-rec. Let's take a look at how this works. So my responsibility is simply going to be the middle of the field. I don't see anything. If they try to force the corner, it's probably going to get picked off. So let's go ahead and look at this one more time. We're going to go ahead and just put this guy in a hard flat. Now, if you base a line, they'll be even a little bit deeper. So you could base a line if you want to back your coverage up even a little bit more. Don't have to do that at all. Now, another thing you could do is put this guy over here, like I said, a cloud flat versus a soft squat on the outside corner on the left side of the screen. Either way, completely up to you. And let's just see how this works. You guys can see here, nothing really is coming open, and we're just going to have to end up taking a sack. So let's break down the way that this coverage worked. You guys can see over here on the right side of the screen, the hard flat took away the running back. My cloud flat took away the C route, and that's why I do recommend a lot of times doing a cloud flat, is because if you have soft squats, sometimes they don't play the sideline as well. They might come down on a flat here and there, just being stupid. Over here, the outside quarter deep zone took away the corner route. The quarter flat took away the flat, and my safety over the top took away the streak. So really all I'm doing with my users watching the middle of the field, and again, all they can really do here is hit a broken play, maybe try to take out with the quarterback. But, if you have a good 3-man pass rush, they shouldn't have all day long, as we end up getting a sack here. So guys, hope you enjoyed this tip. Really should help you out against bunch users. This is a super easy coverage that can lock down the field against bunch. Again, there are a little bit of different adjustments you can do depending upon exactly the plays and routes they're hitting you with. But overall, it's super simple yet super effective. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out of here.